Welcome to The Route to Revenue, two entrepreneurs sharing the path to curbside cash flow. I'm Ben.
And I'm Mike. We're both founders of two successful recurring revenue businesses in the home services industry. And we've built our companies from startup to profitable and scalable operations.
This is the show for entrepreneurs serious about building sustainable home service businesses. Whether you're starting out, scaling up, or ready to move beyond trading time for money, we share proven strategies for creating predictable monthly revenue streams.
And while our expertise comes from the bin cleaning industry, the systems and principles we discuss work for any recurring revenue home service. Think lawn care, pest control, pool maintenance, and beyond.
Each episode, we break down real-world strategies for customer acquisition, retention, operational efficiency, and building systems that generate consistent income while you step back from daily operations.
Are you ready to transform your home service businesses from a demanding job into a profitable asset? This is The Route to Revenue.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of The Route to Revenue. I'm Ben McGee with Green Can Cleaners. I'm here with Mike Walker from Spiffy Bin.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Excited to have you here. Today, we are going to talk about goal setting. And not just goal setting that we can attain, like a checkbox, and we can go, oh, today I'm going to get up. Check. I've attained that goal. That kind of, although that's a good goal to have, I think, every day. I mean, the alternative's not good. But more on how you can almost trick your brain into doing more than maybe it should or could do if you didn't do that. Ben can probably explain it a little bit better.
Well, so let me back up just a minute, Mike. In our last episode, at the end of it, you talked about, that if you're going to set a goal, set it high.
It did. And better to aim high and miss than aim low and hit was the saying I love.
That's right. So, look, we've got Chris Gentry. If you listen to the last episode, this is, should we take his call or should we make him wait now, Mike?
I think we should take his call, but I don't know why he's calling you back and not me. Here, I'll answer. Put it up to the microphone. Hey, Chris, what's going on, man? So glad you called.
I got a call from this number.
Oh, yeah. It's Ben.
Oh, wait a minute. You guys
Yeah.
are together?
We are.
Well, we're recording a podcast, and we decided to call you out on the podcast.
We are on the boat.
No, we're in our offices doing a podcast.
Yeah.
I get to be on it live.
You're
on it right now. Did you sign the release?
You're going to, yeah. Can you get the release to us?
And you do what?
Just kidding.
So, do you have a few minutes?
Yeah, I'm in the truck. So go ahead.
Okay. Well,
Put it closer to your microphone, Ben.
I don't know where the mic is on this computer, but how's that?
I don't know. Let's hear him talk.
Can you talk for us, Chris? Let's see if we can. You know what? I'll just turn the volume up.
Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing.
That's better.
On the mic.
Okay, Mike's got it. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so now you're going to get a piece of 2 episodes.
Yes,
because we called you during the last episode and you didn't answer. But I love that you called me back before Mike.
You know what though? Here's what I love, Ben. I love that he has my number saved, so he knows who he's calling and who he's not calling. Is that correct?
Do you have Mike's number saved and not mine, Chris?
Well, you know what? I think I might have to remove Mike from my favorites. I sent him a birthday message, and I didn't even get any type of response. And so my feelings hurt, and I see all these pictures of him on the boat celebrating. I make comments. I don't get any love from Mike anymore. I may have to remove him from my.
That's not true. I am not responding to any of my Facebook messages or even any of those other ones. But I think I did mention something back to you, no?
Put me in your favorites, Chris.
It reminds me of the Seinfeld episode where Jerry's dating the daughter, and the mom has the top 5 list, and
Yes. And he keeps moving around from number 1 to number 7 to number 3. Yeah, I remember that.
Exactly. Well, Ben got promoted. Mike got demoted.
There you go.
Oh, damn. Well, hey, since you called him out on Facebook, we wanted to see if maybe you had a moment to talk about through your thoughts here.
I would love to chat about this, because I was like, you know what? I don't respond that much or make posts that much just out of the blue, but I thought it was worthwhile making a post about this one, because it sounded like Ben was very adamant about his position of, no, they signed up, so you should serve them.
So, Ben, why don't you do a quick breakdown, because people in this episode may not have heard the last one.
Okay. So Chris posted on in a Facebook
from my service area.
Mike and I are in as well. That he'd listened to, I don't know, episode 26 or 27, something like that. And at minute 34, he had a disagreement with what I'd said. And basically what I had said is, if you are servicing someone and you decide, and a little more context, the episode was on firing customers and how to handle difficult customers. And so what I had said was that if someone's too far to service, and you get out there and you service them for a little while, and then things don't grow like you wanted them to, or something like that, that you've set your service area. You've said, hey, I'm going to service you, and you owe it to them to continue to service them. And Chris does not agree with that. Is that a fair, I don't know, summation of where we're at, Chris?
Yes, 100%.
Okay. So give me your thoughts, and then I will tell you that I still stand. We talked about this on the last episode. I still stand behind what I said, but go ahead.
Yeah. And that's the beautiful thing about, working and talking is busy. So everybody does their business a little bit differently, and hopefully your audience can always take something that you have shared and either implemented it or, made a change. Not my stance on this, and I think in the Facebook post, I kind of compared it to pricing. I think that's a good analogy. Somebody signed up at $20 a month, and so things change, and you have to go back to them and say, hey, costs have risen. I need to up your pricing. Or do you keep those people at the same price because you owe it to them? If they signed up at $20, you owe it to them to keep that pricing at $20 forever?
So,
and I think the answer is no. And if you have somebody in a far out territory or an outlier, have tried to grow that area, but it's just not working, I think you owe it to your business, because you're in business to make a profit. You can do one or two things with that customer. You can raise the price where it makes it profitable for you to take that trip to that specific customer that you said yes to a year ago. Or you can say, hey, Jane, unfortunately, I cannot get more business out here. I need to, unfortunately, cancel service. There's maybe another vendor or along you, what have you, that may be able, that is closer to you, that may be able to service you. And the funny thing is, I had this discussion with one of my customers this morning in an area that is, he's he has 2 locations, an office location and residential. The residential falls in my monthly route. It's beautiful. It works out great. His business location, I cannot give you these customers. So I told them, I said, listen, you're a long time customer. I can't do monthly, which you did. And he said, yes. But it's, I'm probably break even at that for the reason. This, well,
Right.
and one reason why I keep that is because I had his residential account as well. We run profit.
But I understand what you're saying, and I think that here's the part that I'm going to completely stand behind. Okay, and that is that when we were talking about this, the thought process was, okay, why are you firing clients? Okay, and I think that if you haven't put in as much effort as possible, and Chris, I'm going to tell you that, as with most things, in my business, and I say this all the time, I mean, I did quote unquote everything wrong. Okay. I started with too big of a service area. I serviced clients like this for too long, blah, 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 blah. Okay. But
Guilty.
yeah, I mean, Mike and I talk about it all the time. We basically did everything wrong, according to the experts. But here's the thing is I have, and one client comes to mind in particular. I have one client that I lost money on for 5 years. That now that neighborhood has turned and it's my most profitable neighborhood. But when I took it into the route and the entire thing into consideration, I was still okay doing that. Okay. And my point is you don't get to, and obviously I can't tell people how to run their business, but I think that it's really sad when I see these guys that have been in business for 6 months or a year that are talking about a client that they're firing because it's too hard to get to. It just makes my stomach turn because you're leaving a bad taste in that client's mouth most of the time. If somebody's been with you for 6 months and you go, oh, I can't get any business out there by you, so I can't come service you, I don't think that's right. And I'm going to stand behind that 100% of the time.
If I'll agree with you on that time frame. I think 6 months is a little bit like to do that.
And perhaps Chris is thinking more when you're establishing it, being really pointed and careful on establishing the service area that you're going to service. And then Ben says, so I mean, you guys are both kind of right there along the same thing. And then Ben saying, well, if you said you were going to do it, you got to do it. I feel like the mediator here.
You are the mediator. Thanks, Mike. Chris Hannell, we'll use you in the future. So, by the way, guys, Mike's going to start another business. If you have any problems with your spouse, give him a call. He'll sit you down and work.
I don't know about spouses, but your buddies. I'm good about mediating buddies. Let's go with that.
There you go. So anyway,
can I
go ahead.
Let me commend you for staying with that person for 5 years, because I have asked some of the pest control companies that will say yes to new neighborhoods that are way outside of their service area. And I've asked them how long will they give that area before they, let it go. And most of them say, 18 months or 24 months max.
Which is probably a smarter answer than mine.
Yeah.
But my point is, and my point in the episode was, I think sometimes I see new operators that are inventing reasons to get rid of clients. And if you're going to get rid of clients, then for just any reason, then you should not be in business. You should just sell the business and move on, because building a recurring revenue business requires clients, and sometimes they're difficult to deal with. Sometimes they're difficult to get to. And if you're not willing to do those things that it takes, and you're just going, you know what, I didn't like the way that you looked at me. You're not a client anymore. Or, man, I had to drive an extra 10 minutes to get to you, you're not a client anymore, then we're probably not going to build a decent sized recurring revenue business.
I couldn't agree more.
So
I should agree with you on that point.
And they just may not be built for the entrepreneurial spirit either in that regard.
I mean, I'm not trying to be hard-nosed or mean or anything else, but I mean, the facts of life are that as an entrepreneur, we deal with hard things.
We don't have typically, you can, I guess it depends on how you run your business. You don't have the, I don't know what the right word is. You don't have the ability sometimes to just take what I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I'm really fumbling on this one. Basically, a lot of times you have to kind of swallow hard and do things that maybe are uncomfortable.
Yep.
As the owner of the business. And you don't have to, right? You can always fire everybody, but at some point that will come back to haunt you. And I don't think that's the goal of at least what my business is and what we've built. So
right. Yep. Well, Chris, I know you're on the truck. Thank you very much for calling us back or calling me back and not Mike. Glad I'm on.
Yeah. That's kind of. So, hey, Chris, question for you, because you didn't hear our last episode. How many stops a day do you think you have to do to hit $1 million in revenue? A work day. A working day.
And I could guess with unlimited trucks, or am I confined to only?
No, we're just strict. You have to hit the $1 million mark. How many stops a day do you need to average?
And of course, there's numbers that go into that, but Chris, it's a short episode. We're trying to.
I would say somewhere. Well, let me ask ChatGPT.
No,
no, it's not phone a friend.
I would say 342
a day. 342 stops a day to hit $1 million.
Well, let's do the math on that one, Ben.
Well, I mean,
what's his average stop on that?
It's almost 5 million. If you average 300, and so if we're talking about a $43 average per stop.
Okay, that's about okay.
So it's right around 85 stops a day.
Wow.
So it's attainable. That's the point.
It is. And I'll share with you, I won't mention the business, an MSA customer. I think his ASE is around $61 or something.
It's monstrous.
Yes. He's crushing it.
Yep. So good for him. Okay.
And he's running two or three trucks, I think.
Good for him. That's awesome. We love to hear that. So hopefully he becomes listener number 6 or 7 on the podcast.
Well, I gotta tell you, first calling podcast, and
there you go.
Well, and I'll have you. I did real quick math too. On your 342 stops a day, your average stop is $10.59. So there you go.
So if you're doing $10 a stop, then you need 342. If you're doing $43 a stop, then you need about 85.
Hello. Yeah. So there you go.
There you go.
That's Chris, your numbers. Chris, thank you for your time.
As always, it's been fun. We're going to get back to our episode.
All right. Enjoy.
Thanks. Goodbye.
Yeah.
So since we totally followed up our goal revenue, our goal episode, maybe we should just cut this one short, or should we keep going?
I mean, I could go either way. We could do another one. I mean, you and I have been talking about trying to keep the episodes a little shorter, especially when it's just the two of us rambling on.
Yeah.
maybe we cut this one, and then
This one could be like labeled disgruntled listener.
disgruntled listener or something like that, or Ben is right again.
Oh, damn. You waited till Chris got off the line. That's smart.
That's right. Notice the timing of that.
Yeah, very good. Very slick.
Well, no, you know what? Chris is right too. That way I stay in the top 5, right? I need to be.
There you go. All right, let's do that. Let's call this a continuation of the conversation from last episode, and we'll start fresh here in a minute next week on our goal setting.
Sounds great. Thanks, Mike. Thanks everyone for listening.
All right, thanks. Hey, if you liked this episode, great. Give us a like, give us a share. If you didn't like it, we understand. It was tough, tough listening. So, but we appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Well, Ben, that's a wrap on another episode of The Route to Revenue. If you enjoyed this episode, we'd love it if you would hit like, subscribe, and leave us old guys a comment about what we did well. And if we did anything wrong, can it and keep it to yourself.
If today's strategy sparked some ideas for your business, don't keep them to yourself. Share this episode with a fellow entrepreneur who could benefit from these insights.
Remember, building a recurring revenue business, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Take one actionable step from today's discussion and implement it in your business this week.
Want to connect with us between episodes? Find us on Facebook or at our website. We'd love to hear how you're applying these concepts in your own home service business.
And until next time, keep building those recurring revenue streams and stay on the route to revenue.
The route to revenue.
Nice, Ben.